A new documentary relates the odd tale of an evangelical church in largely unchurched liberal Portland, Oregon, uniting with a secular public high school. Undivided documents how Southlake Church laid down its right to preach so that it could serve with a whole heart the students in one of Portland's most troubled, poor, and violent areas.
Roosevelt is largely a collection of the kids who've been left behind, who've been abandoned on any number of levels.
It started with a special day of service that had such spectacular results, both Roosevelt High School and the congregation of Southlake decided to make it a more or less permanent relationship.
Oh, they cleaned the outside, of course. It made a big difference in the outside. They've come in, they've painted, they've cleaned all our furniture, cleaned our walls, did all our windows inside now.
A punch list of would have taken them probably 3 years was done in about 4 hours.
Expressing the good news of God in a way that really has made a difference. It's just making a difference in the culture.
Secular Portlanders were worried church members couldn't help but preach inside the school.
There's a fear there that, these church people are going to come in evangelizing and trying to get all your kids and your staff saved.
So the congregation basically promised to keep quiet when it came to witnessing with words.
The best way to convince people that you don't have an agenda is to not have an agenda.
And that's led them to see the gospel really is about so much more than what you say.
Now they need to see our hands and feet moving.
I liken it to locusts because they come and they work so hard and they just go.
Southlake's approach is more of, let me show you through the works, through my actions, what love really is.
Which we think is ultimately what changes people's lives.
One church worker became so dedicated to serving Roosevelt students, she wished out loud that she could just work inside the school full time.
The principal at that time said to Christine, "You should just office here."
Both sides agreed, and Southlake paid her to be at the school rather than at the church.
As far as I'm concerned, that business of Southlake Church having an office in a public school, I don't think has ever happened in history.
Where are the holes in support? What can we do to fill them?
She began a clothes closet.
The coat was originally $270, and this kid was trying it on, and he saw the tag, and he goes, I can't believe that some dude thinks I'm worth $270.
We're there to do the work because the kids are worth it and the need is there.
Now Southlake and its Portland partners, along with the producers of Undivided, hope this model of service can spread nationwide. The goal is huge.
There's 300,000 churches in America and 100,000 public schools. So, what if the church could really see this opportunity to demonstrate good news, meeting needs of kids?
It's beautiful. I just can't liken it to anything else.
We hear all the time about the separation of church and state, but the church can do so much for kids in public schools. As those in the documentary Undivided show, this is a case where that divide should be bridged. Paul Strand, CBN News.